Yo, what up, everybody? It's P-Side with another video. What's going on? Who are you and what'd you do?
So my name's Eric McCarthy, and my head hurts because I played DDD at Locals and won.
Oh, no, DDD. Okay, well, you won first place?
Yes.
Dude, amazing. Good job.
My head hurts. Let's go.
All right, let's see it.
So to start off, best starters in the deck, obviously 3 Kepler, 3 Copernicus. Kepler, ignore their scale effects. I mean, their scales are nice, but whatever. The monster effects are, this one's Armageddon Knight for a DD, which is really good. That's on normal or special. And then Kepler is you grab a Dark Contract from deck to hand. The other effect never comes up. So you just use this to start your combos and, you know, go off. Alright. Best extender in the deck, DD Griffin. This is the new one. This is what makes the deck such a broken card. Makes Gate by itself like 1 card, 5 interruptions, because you can use a scale effect to pop itself in the Recycle of Thomas, but then the monster effects, it's got 3 of them things. So first of all, it can special while controlling a DD. The second effect is if it's Pendulum Summon, you discard a DD to draw a card. The third effect is if it's Special Summon from grave, you search a DD. None of those are once, or like all of those are once per turn each. You can use all of them in the same turn. Why? Because Konami said so.
That's pretty cool.
Alright, and then 2 Orthros. This outs Floodgates, as well as a level 4 tuner, so you can use this to make stuff like Siegfried.
Oh, okay.
And then 1 Ragnarok, 1 Thomas. Ragnarok's reborn in both monster and pendulum effect, but the monster effect also lets you tribute another DD to pop a monster, which comes up a lot, or my bad, it banishes it, which comes up a lot. And then the Savant Thomas adds 1 from extract to hand. He is a literal savant. There are so many combos you can do with him, and it lives up to the name, a savant. And then his monster effect, irrelevant. You never use him as a monster.
Okay.
Alright, and for the non-pendulums, 3 Happy Slime, 2 Angry Slime, and 1 Lamia. This card's not as good as it used to be. Necro Slime is obviously very good because it lets you fusion from grave. And Swirl Slime, Happy Slime, he's the buddy. We love him. He's so good. Lets you fusion from hand and then banish from grave, special from hand, making so many different combos.
Oh, nice.
Hand traps, I'm cursed, 2, 2.
Wow.
And then I guess I'll just do this now, the 2. We play 10 hand traps and no cross out. I wanted to play as many different ones as possible.
Okay.
This probably should have been a 3rd Ash and a 3rd Valor or 2 Drolls. The reason is because when you do your full combo, your entire back row will be taken up by 2 contracts, 2 scales, and a searchable crackdown.
Oh, okay, so you're not going to be able to set your imperm.
Yeah, so this card's still very good, though. I think it's still like perfectly fine to play it. Maybe just, I don't know, maybe play something else instead next time. Alright, so next we play 3 copies of Contract with the Gate. This is Rhoda. And then all of the gates have the same thing to take 1,000 during your standby phase, except for this one. Pretty much, you just use them. Yeah, it's a first search. This one's Miracle Fusion, the hero card. And then this card can outright by itself just blow out the games. So the first effect is if your opponent would summon a monster that shares a type of one that you on field, so Asynchro, Xyz Fusion, etc. Link, you can burn them for 1,000 and lock them out of the mechanic for the rest of the turn. That is not once per turn, so you can keep doing it as long as they summon different types. So against Sword Soul, they summon a monk, you lock them out of links for the rest of the turn, they take 1,000. They summon a Synchro, you burn them for 1,000, they're locked out of Synchros. They get 1 of each summon, and then they're locked.
It's like Inspector Board if it was a field spell.
Pretty much. And then if it's sent from field spell to grave zone, why not? It retrieves 1 from grave or extract to hand, because why not have more recovery?
That is broken.
No, they're all so good. Then we play 3 copies of Piri Rice Map. So long term, because it is foreign, so I know what it does though. Starting main phase 1, you add a monster from your deck to your hand with 0 attack, and then you lose half your life, but then you can't use that monster's effect until the end of this turn, like the monster effects, until you normal summon it, but you are searching Kepler or Copernicus, and then, you know, just normal summoning Copernicus or Kepler, and just doing your full combo and telling your opponent they looked funny if they think it actually matters that you lost half your life. It kind of does matter. And then I played 1 Cosmic, I don't know why.
Well, Mystic Mine.
And 1 1-for-1, this is obviously.
Yeah.
I would play Infinite this card if I could, but I can't. And then the last card that I believe to be the best card of the whole deck, in my opinion, outside Thomas, is Headhunt. This card is absurd. Stealing extract monsters, treating them as DDDs, and then being able to make them into stuff like Divisor. It's searchable. You take non-extract monsters. It takes any monster. It is so good, this card.
Okay.
It is completely searchable, and honest to God, being able to just be like, all right, well, I got stopped, set this, I have Divisor, take your monster, still have 2 things with Divisor. It's so good.
Nice.
Speaking of divisor, to divisor. So
Okay.
the penal effect is irrelevant. The monster effect, however, is completely irrelevant. This is, first of all, Dingirsu's summoning condition or Zodiac summoning condition. You put it on top of a DDD.
Yeah.
And then, if your opponent activates a monster effect while on the field while you control this card, you can detach 2 materials or pop a contract to snatch steal it. Put it as these material underneath them. Does not target.
Wow. So then you can keep on using that, right?
It is not once per turn, it's once per chain. So you can keep using it as long as you have fuel.
Just steal the entire monster lineup that they have.
Yeah, it lets you also just go straight into an Xyz from a DDD and make the Zeus.
Oh, nice.
Alright, so next we're playing 1 Wave Caesar, 1 King Tell. So this one's sent from field to graveyard. You can add a dark contract from deck to hand. And this one's sent from field to grave. You add a DD, you send a DD from deck to grave or a dark contract. And then it also can burn your opponent from 1,000 and you'll make something lose 1,000 attack.
Okay.
So it helps you beat over stuff that you wouldn't be able to, as well as just helps you do your full combos. You summon it by going on top of Caesar because it is also a Zodiac for some reason.
Oh, wow. Okay. They gave this a lot of stuff.
These are old.
Oh, okay.
These are some of the original cards. Wave King Caesar. I summon this once or twice. So what you do is you overlay 2 Gengises to summon this. And this is Walking Warning. And when you use its effect, you can boost something by, I believe, like a... For how much is it? Did you boost something by? I don't remember. It's 1,800 attack. You boost something by 1,800, and then if it's also sent from the graveyard, if it dies, it also floats into a dark contract. Because again, why not?
Yeah. Yep.
Not gonna talk. Not gonna talk. About that. Not talking about that one. Genghis. Genghis is crazy. Genghis is when another one is summoned, you reborn one from grave. The second effect is just if it dies, it floats, but it doesn't matter. It reborns, which is huge, and there's a DD that is easy to summon from your extra deck. Big Genghis. This one matters. So this one has that reborn effect as well as it is a back row negate. Because why not?
Oh, wow.
They have to give him this boss monster came out actually in this was in Soul Fusion actually a while back. This card is crazy. This card is absolutely insane. I love Big Genghis. I might play 2.
Oh, wow. That good.
We play 3 Gilgamesh. The best card in your extra deck, hands down.
Wow.
So it's put your scales from your extra deck into your Pendulum Zones, and it places them. So it even goes through anti-spell.
Yeah, that's really nice.
So you get to just ignore anti-spell, put 2 scales, and then you get locked into DDs, which is not that big of a deal because you're only really making DDs.
Yeah.
But there's sometimes where you don't even make use of effect. You just make them, make Divisor, Battle Phase Punch, make Zeus.
Yeah, nice.
And then if it dies, it floats.
That's awesome.
Alexander, only 1 effect on this one. It looks like a lot, but it's only 1 effect. It's that if another DDD is special summon while you control it, or normal or special while you control this card, you're reborn a level 4 lower DDD. Meaning you just reborn back Lamia, and you make his brother Siegfried, because this card is absurd. It is hot red. And
okay.
If it dies, you gain life equal to all your dark contracts, so you'll gain about 3k life typically.
Wow.
So recovery from that life you lose, a spell and trap negate, easy to summon, good level. One of the best cards in your extra deck. And then the card that I almost never make, but it did come up once today.
Oh, okay, Baron de Fleur.
$90 card that you don't use. Side deck. Gamma Engine, more hand traps. Stuff that removes the monster off the field plus negates. 2 Drolls. Probably should play a 3rd Droll, not gonna lie. 3 Dark Ruler. Yep.
Yeah.
3 Evenly. And 3 anti-spell. Like I said, you don't care about this card because you can just, if you got stopped and you made Divisor and you want to go into Gilgamesh next turn, you can just make Gilgamesh. Even under this, it just places them, ignoring anti-spell.
That's really nice.
Yeah. So, do you want me to show a combo or not?
Yeah, go ahead.
All right, so which one would you like to see? Would you like to see Kepler Swirl Slime? Yeah, let's do Kepler Swirl Slime.
Yes.
I think that's the best one. I think that's the best one to showcase. So this is the standard 2-card combo. I'll do it like this, so you can all see. So you start off by normaling Kepler, and it's going to search for Contact with the Gate. You're going to activate it and use its effect.
Okay.
And you're going to search for Griffin. Now Griffin can special summon itself, and then you're going to link these to a waste, be in your extra deck, and get off my extra deck. Like this.
Yeah, then making those pendulum monsters is so insane.
It's so good. I mean, you can recover them back at any time. You're going to get Gilgamesh, and you're going to trigger Gilgamesh. You're going to grab the 2 bricks out of your deck. You're going to grab Thomas, and you're going to grab Ragnarok. You're going to use the effect of Thomas to add back this Griffin to hand, and then you're going to use Swirl Slime to fusion. This will bring out the Genghis from your deck, and this will trigger the Ragnarok to bring back the Griffin. This will trigger Griffin, and you can search your deck for Copernicus. And then because Swirl Slime's in graveyard, you can banish it to special summon Copernicus.
That is unfair.
Copernicus effect triggers, and you're gonna dump any single DD card from deck to grave. I like to dump Snurkle, so I'm here to play around a lot of cards. You're gonna make these two into a copy of Waking Caesar, and then you're just gonna link these two away to make another copy of Gilgamesh. Yes. You can't use this effect because it's our once per turn, sadly, but you are going to use Wave King Caesar to search for one, and you're going to chain Genghis to bring back the Wave King Caesar.
Oh, nice.
So you're going to search for your Miracle Fusion.
Broken.
Then you're going to activate Miracle Fusion, you use its effect. You're going to, well, actually, first you're going to do something else. You're going to make this, and then you're going to use its effect. You're going to burn your opponent for 1,000, and you're going to reduce the attack of, like, this himself, I guess.
Okay.
And then you're going to use your Dark Contract with the Swamp King, and you're going to send this to graveyard, and you're going to banish your Copernicus, and you're going to bring out another copy of Small Genghis. This will trigger King Tell. You're going to dump Lamia. And then you're going to use the effect of Lamia here, and you're going to send the Genghis to graveyard to, what's it called? You're gonna be making Alexander here. One second, I just gotta remember which one it was first. It was either or. Yeah, you just do this. You're just gonna go into. You're gonna send the Genghis, and then you're going to. Sorry, I'm trying to think. This is really complicated sometimes.
No, yeah, that's why you got a headache earlier, right?
That's literally why I've got a headache. So, from here you're gonna you can bring back Lamia, and then you can, or actually instead of doing that, we're just gonna overlay these two, and we're gonna make a copy of the Wave King Caesar.
Okay.
And then we're going to make a copy of Divisor. And here is where this combo could end, off of just those two cards.
This is all without a pendulum. Yeah, I don't think. Yeah, you didn't even pendulum summon.
If we had an extra extender earlier in the turn, there is a way where instead, like let's say we drew, like just like a monster, like just any extender, honestly. Like let's say we drew. Like, let's say we opened a copy of 1 for 1 or whatever, and we summoned another monster earlier in the turn. Let's say we summoned out the Lamia off this instead earlier.
Couldn't you pendulum summon something from your extra deck and then just summon the Lamia that way? Oh, 5 and 6.
You can't do it.
Oh, okay.
So instead, like, let's say instead we just here. So you're still in the extra deck. You're still in the extra deck. So instead, let's say like you summoned this out earlier off of like just 1 for 1 or something.
Yeah.
Then here we can actually go Lamia and this into Alexander. And then we can make our big Genghis into the Gilgamesh. We can make our small Genghis into the Gilgamesh, or we can make our this King Gilgamesh into Divisor. But I would rather just do the small one because this floats.
Yeah.
This would trigger the Alexander to bring back the Lamia, and then you can make Siegfried, and then you can summon big Genghis.
Oh, nice.
Another way you can do this is earlier, instead of using the king, banishing from graveyard as material, you can just use the King Tell and like a Genghis as material earlier for material, and then you can make the big Genghis, and this will trigger to send, and then you can still just do that entire thing I just said as well without having to need the extender.
Nice.
So essentially, but with that hand, we were ending on just 2 Genghises, underneath a Wave King Caesar. Siegfried's in our extra deck. This is in our extra deck, and we can just pass on this. Also got this is 2 warnings and 1/2 will steal something.
Yeah.
3 snatch deals.
That's a lot of steals, and wow, that's amazing. Your opponent's not playing through this.
No, and like I said, any other extender, and it's a spell and trap negate on top of it. Or if we opened like the Copernicus combo instead, we can make the Headhunt as well.
Nice, and that's another steal.
Yep, and that's so in theory you can end on like 4 or 5 snatch deals.
That is awesome. Well, Eric, congratulations today, and thank you for the deck profile and
Sounds
the combo.
good.
All right, see ya.
All right.
Shout out TGS.